So back with national income and basic concepts, and in this I'm going to continue on with institutional categories of producers. We are going to do the institutional categories of producers, and in this we've talked about corporate and quasi corporate sector, which are there both in the private sector as well as the public sector. We have the public sector enterprises, we have the government sector enterprises. They are just like they are there for profit's sake. And now we are going to do the general government. So I want you to see this. And the second category in that we'll categorize it as general government. So we've seen that public enterprises have been grouped in corporate and quasi-corporate sector. So we can find out what is a general government. So general government produces services like defense, law, order, street lighting, parks. So it does not normally sell these common services to the community, but supplies them free of cost or in a price much below the cost of production. These services are such that they cannot be provided conveniently and economically by, say, the private enterprise. So we also see that the government also administers the state and the economic and social policy of the community. The general government sector consists of all bodies, departments, establishment of any level of government which engage in administration. So anything to do with administration, defense, regulation of public order, health, cultural, recreational and other social services. It also includes agencies mainly selling goods and services to the public, but operating on a small scale and financially integrated with the government. Examples of various small articles and services sold by the government agencies at, say, museum, exhibitions, public gardens, etc. And we also have what is known as non-profit institutions like social welfare organizations, community welfare centers in towns and cities, serving business enterprises and households, mainly financed and controlled by the government, but at the same time, which are not officially a part of the government, are also a part of the government sector. And the government sector, the general government, is divided into these three categories, like the central government, the state government and the local authorities. So see, you know what central government at the center, say Delhi, the Union Territory, then you have what is known as the state government, then you have the Union Territories, municipal corporations, municipality, housing boards, improvement trusts, Zilla Parishads, district and local boards, Panchayati Raj institutions. Now, the services provided by them relate to the organs of state, collection of taxes, defense services, administrative services such as police, jails, external affairs, social and community services such as education, health, relief on account of natural calamities like floods, famines and earthquakes, and economic services for the development of agriculture, say animal husbandry, etc. So that is what we talked about, what is a general government. And now we're going to talk about what is another category of institutional producer is households. Now what are households? They are, in household we have what is the producer household and the consumer household. And we also have non-profit institutions serving households. So in this, let's talk about the producer households. They are like enterprises by the households, and they produce goods and services like corporate and quasi-corporate enterprises for sale in the market with a view to earn profit. However, their organization is different and they do not maintain profit and loss accounts and balance sheets. Sometimes it is not possible to separate the enterprise from the individual who is managing it. Therefore, they are grouped under households. In this connection, it is important to note that consumer households are quite different from producer households. Now, what are consumer households? They purchase goods and services for consumption, but they do not produce anything. This distinction requires careful attention to avoid confusion and any misunderstanding. So we can see that we can divide household sector into what? Into the following, say unincorporated enterprises, then non-profit institutions serving households, and households which render domestic services to other households. So let's take the first one, unincorporated enterprises. Some examples of unincorporated enterprises are like manufacture of footwear, soft drinks, furniture, toys, spare parts, garments, tobacco products, plastic goods, and handloom textiles. These activities may be sole proprietorships or partnerships. Own account workers like doctors, transport operators, retail traders, small shopkeepers, and small businessmen also come under this category. Agricultural farmers, carpenters, weavers, and any others who work on their own are part of this subsector, that is unincorporated enterprises. Then the second is non-profit institutions serving households. In this we have charitable trusts, religious endowments, then you have charitable educational institutions, and we also have what is charitable hospitals. So all of this comes here. And then we have households which render domestic services to other households. Examples are maid servants and others who render productive service to consumer households, like cooking, cleaning the floors, and other domestic services on payment of wages. So this is basically what we find here. Now what we find is that another thing is that we have okay, I think this much is enough because we don't have to go into too much of detail. So this finishes our institutional categories of producers, especially if you want to just have a small little idea on the basic concepts. Who are the producers in the economy?